Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. 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 Zillionaire Entertainment, baby.
All right. What's up? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the show. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to interact on the channel, in order to talk and interact on the live chat, you got to be a monthly member. If you want to be a moderator and all that other good stuff, members only live chats and members only videos, you have to become a monthly member to get those perks. Shout out to Zillionaire Nation. Shout out to all the true supporters and followers. Hope y'all having a lovely day. Hope God is blessing your day. Hope you're having a productive day. we're gonna talk about this. I got a few live shows I'm gonna do tonight, and we're gonna get into it. Um, let me see here. Who's in the live chat? I see Tahara Sanders in the chat. Ma'am, can you just calm down? I just popped on here. Somebody says, "Where's my wrench? I just came on live. You just okay? Can't wait. You get your wrench. Calm down now, okay? Hold your horses. I just came on here. Let me see who's in the live. Let me see what's going on. James Holman, what's up? Yvette, Ava, Tahara, Ray, Snake Eyes, Ava Collier, Elaine, what's up? Shout out to the monthly members and those that are monthly members to the channel. Hold on, give me a chance. Your Lord have mercy. I'll come into the live. I'm about to get my head tore off already. Where's my wrench? You're gonna get your wrench. I didn't forget about you. Can you just give me a second? Oh my gosh, I'm about to tear my head off. Give me a second. Let me see. Let me see where. Let me see how. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Also in the chat before we get started. Also in the chat. I have. You could become a. You can sign up. I teach financial literacy. Not only if you become a monthly member, not only do you get a wrench, you can interact in the live chat. You got members only videos where you can learn about the stock market. And on this channel, I give away free stock. I give away free stock money on this channel. Because in the Black community, economic power and generational wealth is not taught in the Black community. So I'm trying to teach y'all how to get into investments now. I invest now in cryptocurrency and the S&P 500 companies. Invest your money. Investors are the richest people. All right, so click the stock. It's free stock. All you got to do is sign up. And it's free stock on Robinhood account and Webull account. Because I use both those accounts. I have a Robinhood and a Webull. I have two separate, well, actually I have three separate stock accounts. I have Robinhood, Webull, and I do the foreign exchange market. So build wealth. Don't pass down generational curses. Pass down generational wealth. Click the link, get you some free stock. All right, let's get into the show. Now, FBG Duck's mother kind of went off on what's going on here. FBG Duck's mother went off on Hassan Campbell. And the sad part about this story is FBG Duck's mother, she's been pregnant since she was 15. She's been having children since she was 15 years old. Now, I know I come on here, people get mad at me because I call out the problems in the Black community. A lot of Black women be upset. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the problem. Be mad at the statistics. The single mother homes, the poverty rate. Our Black men are getting killed at record numbers. Don't be getting mad at me. Get mad at what's going on. Don't get mad at the messenger. Get mad at the problem. This mother, 5 of her 10 children died. 5 of her 10 children died growing up in that gang-infested neighborhood. My problem with the mother is, this is my only issue with her. Why did you continue to have all those children in that poverty-stricken environment? That's my only problem. I don't understand why a lot of Black women do this. Y'all have children after baby, and you cannot support them. And they grow up in poverty. So they turn to a life of crime, drugs, violence. I grew up in Philly. That's what poverty does. Turn to a life of drug dealing and all the craziness. She didn't provide a good father figure for her children. And she didn't get them out of that neighborhood. So if you grow up in a neighborhood full of violence and gangbanging, what do you expect? That's my only problem with the mother. I just don't understand why at the age of 15, all her life, she just continued to have children in that environment. And a lot of Black women do this. That baffles me. Why would you keep bringing children in an environment that is not safe? It's not productive. It's full of drugs, violence. Why would you continue to bring children into that environment? And Hassan Campbell, this is my problem with Hassan Campbell. Before I play the video, Hassan Campbell, he just tried to be too gangster. I'm like, nigga, please. Hassan Campbell he's like an actor to me. I don't know, but he's a caricature. Now, he's just a character, Hassan Campbell. I'm like, how do people sit here and watch this dude? Well, I guess because I'm from Philly and I can see a nigga. I can see through the nigga. That's what it is. I'm like, nigga, you try too hard to be gangster, nigga. The nigga be trying so fucking hard. The nigga be in a video. Yeah, and see, because I'm like, nigga, calm the fuck down. He puts on this tough guy act. I'm like, nigga, you ain't tough, nigga. Shut up. Just tell the video, Hassan. You fake thug. Fake ass thug Hassan Campbell. And then Hassan Campbell that day, the nigga tried to get some booty from him. I don't know if y'all saw the video where the nigga tried to get some booty from Hassan Campbell. This nigga tried to get some booty from him. And he filmed it live. I'm like, Hassan, what the hell is wrong with you, nigga? How you gonna film yourself and a nigga trying to get some tail from you? That shit was weird. It went viral. I don't know if y'all saw that video. I'm like, what kind of gangster shit is this? This man following you around trying to dig up and trying to get some tail. But anyway, Hassan Campbell just a fake thug. I mean, he just, he puts on tough guy airs for the YouTube. And a lot of people just, I don't know. If you're not from the streets, you won't be able to tell how fake Hassan Campbell is. If you ain't from the streets, you won't be able to tell how fake his tough guy act is. It's really fake as hell. But anyway, let's get into the video. Now, she's going off on Hassan because of what he said.
I just listened to this shit. Hey, Death of a Cloud Chase. I just listened to Hassan Campbell, what he said about me on Clubhouse. And I'm going to make him really look like shit. And I hope everybody that's following him, please unfollow him, because he really chasing in that, okay? This ain't about no likes and no subscribe or none of that shit, G. I just want y'all to fucking hear this shit that this man is saying, okay? Now, I remind you from the little part that I heard, he was saying that if he was my baby daddy and he was in jail, he would have got out and killed me for letting all 5 of his kids die.
Damn. I didn't know Hassan Campbell said that. Now, that shit is great. Now, I wouldn't say that shit. Hassan Campbell, now he wrong for that shit. Hassan Campbell said if he was her baby father, and because 5 of her children have died, he said if he was her baby father and he got out of prison and 5 of his kids were dead, he said he would kill her. Hassan tripping with all that. But anyway, let's continue. I don't agree with Hassan. Wrong. He wrong for that one. He wrong. I ain't go. I know I say crazy stuff, but I know certain lines you just don't cross. Certain lines he just don't call. Because first of all, now how can Hassan Campbell say, if I would have went to jail and I got out of jail, I would have killed you for letting all 5 of my kids die? First of all, why are you in jail as a baby daddy? That's the biggest problem, not the mother. It's you being in jail. So why would you say, if I was in jail and I would have got out and FBG Duck's baby mother, if she was my baby mom, I'd have killed her for letting all my babies die? No, dude, you're in jail. Can't no man in jail say he gonna get out and hurt the mother. Nigga, you in jail. That's why the kids is messed up. No strong father figure. That's the biggest problem. I'm not saying she played her role. She played her part, not providing a good father figure and not providing a good environment for the kids. That was her mistake, not providing a good father and a good environment for the kids to grow up in. But if you're her baby daddy and you locked up, ain't no baby daddy in jail got any right to say anything. I'm not trying to be funny. Ain't no baby daddy in jail got a right to criticize parenting when you're in jail. Sir, you're in jail, sir. You're the horrible parent. Sir, you're in jail. You're not out to help her raise the kids. I'm going to say that again. Sir, you're in prison. You're not out to help her raise the children. That's why God has men and women, mother and father, is balance in the household. It's balance. These kids need balance. And if you locked up, sir, if you locked up, you're the worst parent here, because you're not there to provide leadership. You're not there to be the disciplinarian. You're not there to provide guidance, protection, provision. You're the bad parent. So for Hassan to say that, he tripping. If I was in jail and my baby mother would have did that, I would have got out and knew, dude, kill yourself. You're a horrible parent. Any man that keeps going to prison, you got kids, you're a horrible parent. Now, y'all know I advocate for father figures in the black community. One of the biggest problems is no father figures. These kids grow up in poverty, in the hood, and they're raised by single mothers. Some of these mothers are bad mothers. Some of these mothers try to do the best they can. Some of these mothers didn't raise their children. Their grandmothers raised their children. But any way you look at it, these kids are brought into the world, and they didn't ask to grow up in a gang-infested, violent, ignorant neighborhood. That's what I grew up in, a gang-infested, violent, drug-infested neighborhood. Thank God I made it out. Thank God I decided at a certain age, I said, I'm getting out of here. Thank God that he spared my life and showed me grace and mercy when a lot of my brothers is dead. A lot of dudes I grew up with dead. I got a best friend dead. Shot in the head, robbed. They shot him in the head and robbed him. Another homeboy dead. They shot him in his ribs, and the bullet pierced his liver. And then they threw his body in the river. Dead. I got a homeboy I grew up with, went to elementary school. They shot and killed him in the projects. Dead. I could go on and on about the brothers I grew up in Philly that's dead. Dead. Just got shot up. I've seen people get shot up. I've been in areas where bullets were flying. Thank God none of these bullets hit me. I'm talking about from a teenagers. I've been in situations with shootouts, all kind of stuff. The bullets didn't hit me though. Thank God. By the grace of God, I'm still here. By the grace of God, I'm still here, man. And it came a point in my life, I said, I got to get the hell out of Philly. I got to get the hell up off them streets, because I already knew the consequences. If I would have stayed out there in the streets of Philly, I'd have been dead soon. I knew it. I felt it coming. I felt it. I said, I got to get out. If I don't leave here, something bad going to happen to me. And I knew I had to make that decision. A lot of our brothers get caught up into this gang crap. You get caught up into this gang stuff, man, and you got to grow up. You got to become a father. You got to grow the hell up, bro. If you want to rep your set, cool. Rep your set, bro. If you want to rep your set, rep your set. I don't agree with these gangs killing, these brothers killing each other. I ain't for that. I don't think that shit is cool. I don't think this shit is cool when you gang banging to kill each other. I don't agree with that, and I don't promote that. I ain't with that. That shit is not cool, bro. Don't give a damn what you say. And a lot of you brothers get caught up in the gangs, and they don't grow up and grow out of that to become fathers and productive men in society. Sooner or later, you got to grow up and become a father and a productive man in society. You got to give something back to the world. At some point, you got to give something back to your family, your community, your life. You got to give something back to God. You got to be a man, period. But we're not taught. What I'm saying is not cool. To these gangbangers and shit, what I'm saying is, in their eyes, is lame. I ain't with that shit, that gangbanger shit. And a lot of y'all brothers don't even understand why gangs were created, bro. Gangs were created to protect the community against corrupt cops and police brutality. I'm going to say this again. Gangs were created not to kill each other, bro. Gangs were created to protect the community and their families from crooked cops and police brutality. Somehow the police infiltrated and got these brothers killing each other in gangs. Somehow the cops said, you know what? These gangs are united against us. We got to get in here And we got to separate this. We got to turn these gangs against each other. And that's what they did. They turned the Bloods, the Crips, all the gang disciples, black disciples, all these gangs, they turned them against each other. And a lot of these brothers don't even understand the origins of gangs. Just like the Black Panther movement, they killed off that gang. These gangs were created to protect our brothers, our sisters from corrupt cops, racism, police brutality. A lot of these brothers don't even understand why gangs were created. Y'all don't even know why they're here. You think you joining a gang just to shoot and kill a nigga that live a couple blocks over? Y'all claiming sets and blocks that y'all don't fucking own? Y'all claiming the white man's block? You don't own that block. You're renting it. These niggas claiming sets that they don't own, and you're renting it. The white man, y'all sell the white man's drugs, claim the white man's blocks, and then kill each other. Genocide. Hello, somebody. Genocide. Genocide. Y'all don't even realize the genocide in the black community. But y'all want to keep yelling gangbangers and get tatted tears and brag about killing each other. How stupid do you sound? How do you get tatted tears, brag about killing each other and being in gangs and then say it's the white man's fault? That's what killed me about these niggas. When I grew up in Philly, guess what? We didn't go around shooting and killing. We may have sold a lot of drugs. Yeah, we did. I sold a lot of dope. But I took my business mentality, I took my street hustle mentality, and I became a businessman. I'm going to say this again. I took my street hustle mentality. I took my hustle. I was a hustler. I'm not bragging about it, but nigga, I knew how to get that money. Just as a teenager, I had a good business mind. As a teenager, I knew how to buy product and flip it. I knew how to do it. Teenager, I knew how to hustle. I had some thorough old heads taught me the game. We don't even have old heads now on the streets. We don't even have thorough old heads no more. I grew up around some thorough ass old head niggas. I grew up around some old head niggas that taught me the game. They taught me how to be smart when I hustle. Even though it's illegal, my old head said, nigga, this is what you do. This is how you sell. This is how you lay low. This is how you flip. Don't carry drugs with you. Find you a stash spot. Direct the fiends to where to buy the coke at. I mean, they put me onto the game. Smart. I had some smart ass old heads, man. Them niggas kept me safe. They kept me safe. They said, if you see a nigga and you think he an undercover, don't sell it to him. Even if you feel like he's an undercover, he said, don't sell it. Trust your instincts and know how to move out here on these streets. Nowadays, we don't even have cool ass old heads no more. We don't even have old heads schooling the game no more. We don't. These niggas don't even know how to, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand why gangs were started. They don't understand none of this stuff. They just out here shooting and killing and bragging about killing each other. That's all they do. Thank God I was schooled to the game. My old heads, they provided me with guidance and protection. I had some thorough ass old heads. When I think about it, I thank God for them Negroes. A couple of them is dead, yes. A couple of them dead, and a couple of them still alive. I had some old heads, man. Them niggas put me onto the game in Philly. Damn, I was getting that bread as a youngin'. I'm having a flashback. Excuse me, y'all. Sometimes I have flashbacks when I start talking about Philly. I'm sorry. I go into a zone. Because I'm talking about the streets, and I'm looking at how it was back in the day. A lot of them niggas some of them niggas in the hood didn't even have a father figure. But guess what? They OG on the street was their father figure. I'm just going to tell you how it is. Even back in the day, if the brother didn't have a father figure, he could go to the streets and have an OG as his father figure. We don't even have that nowadays. Bad enough, the single mother rate done shot up now ridiculously. Well, it wasn't that high back in the day. But now it's like, damn. They don't even have an OG on the street they could go to. These niggas just out here running wild with no direction. And then you listen to the music, they promote that shit. Gang violence among black men. They promote it. That's all they talking about is killing each other in this music. That's all they talk about. The stupidest music I'm like, nigga, all y'all do is talk about popping Molly, killing a nigga, and having sex with your girl. Listen to this dumbass music that's out now. Listen to this stupid ass music that's out. All they talk about is killing each other. I'm talking about they brag about, just like the females brag about selling coochie. Just like this thought culture, these chicks brag about selling pussy. These men brag about killing each other. They brag about the foulest stuff in the black community. The stuff you shouldn't be bragging about, we brag about it in the black community. It's sad. They brag about selling coochie, and then the black men brag about killing each other. And then y'all want to yell, white man. It's the white man's fault. No, if you're a grown-ass adult, it's your fault, sir. I'm from Philly. That's why I don't give people excuses. If you want to change your life, and if you want to get out that environment, you can. A lot of these niggas want to stay in the hood. They want to stay in that environment. They like the adrenaline of shooting, killing, drama, and violence. A lot of niggas like that shit. Let's tell it what it is. Don't try to blame the white man for everything. I know there's oppressive. Yes, our people have been oppressed. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying we haven't been oppressed. That's not what I'm saying. It comes a point in time where we need to take responsibility for our own actions. Okay, we've been oppressed as a people. Okay, yes. Yes, they put drugs, guns, and violence in our neighborhoods. Yes, they do. When does it come a point where we take responsibility, where we say, you know what? We getting out of this environment. You know what, Mr. White Man? You can keep your drugs, you can keep your guns. You know what, Mr. White Man? I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to get an education. I'm going to get a business degree. I'm going to pass down generational wealth, not generational curses. When do we take responsibility? That's all I want to know. I understand, okay, racism, black, okay, we get it. When do we take responsibility? That's my only problem, when they always want to blame them for everything. So don't sit here and brag about selling coochie and brag about killing each other and then blame the white man. No, that's something that y'all are doing. And a lot of these Negroes, they like violence. And when I grew up in Philly, I didn't like none of that shit. I didn't like the violence. I didn't like the fact that I had to sell drugs to survive. I grew up, I was 9 years old. I saw my uncle shoot up in my grandmother's house when I was 9. I'm going to say this again. I saw my uncle shoot up in my grandmother's house when I was 9. About 8 to 10 years later, I'm selling coke to him. And he's my business partner, and he's my bump runner on the streets. I'm 9 years, and I used to always get flashbacks of that. I still get flashbacks of that. My uncle, he tied a rubber band around his arm and shot up upstairs in my grandmother's house. I'm a little kid. But then all of a sudden, I grow up years later. It's like a movie. And I'm selling coke, crack to my uncle. And he's my bump runner. If you don't know what a bump runner is a person that gets you a lot of clients because they know all the crackheads. My uncle knew all the crackheads in the neighborhood. And he should just get me clientele. But I had one uncle on crack. Another uncle, he was like they said he was big time. Well, put it like this. They said he was almost near kingpin status. One of my other uncle that was getting a lot of coke. So I grew up in that environment. One uncle was getting money. I had other uncles getting money. Then I had that one uncle that smoked crack. But that's the environment I grew up in. Selling dope, running the streets. And we didn't go around shooting and killing for no reason. We protected ourselves. It's a difference between protecting yourself and just running around finding a reason to shoot your gun. Nowadays, these niggas just find a reason to shoot each other. They just find a reason to kill each other. That's what these niggas do. That's all they do. Find a reason to shoot and kill. All right, let's get back in there. If you new to the channel, become a monthly member. Click the link. Hit the join button. If you want to sign up for some free stock, click the link. All right, let's continue.
Already. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next.
I'm convinced this man either a child molester because he been molested. He don't get no pussy. All that jewelry he wear be phony as fuck. Like, I don't even know him, but I'm just gonna clown him off the shit he just said in this motherfucking video. Y'all listen to this. Shout out to the gentleman that asked him the question about, do you think it should be more mothers out here fighting for justice for her kids?
And everyone gets that. You guys are going to be sent to jail. That's right there. Hey, Mom,
I wish I knew somebody in New York, because if I did, I would personally buy 2 pair of fucking boxing gloves from Walmart or the sporting goods store, Dick's or something, and have them to personally put up on this Kermit the Frog fact.
Now that's where I have a problem with this mom. You see, why is she so why is she so concerned about what people are saying on the internet? And then she's talking about violence. And that's a problem I have with a lot of these black women. I've seen a lot of black women in my neighborhood get men killed. It wasn't just the gang violence. A lot of time these niggas was killing each other over a female. I told you at one time this nigga came up in our neighborhood asking me about a chick. And he was well known in the neighborhood. He was a big time dope dealer. Nigga came up and asking me about some bitch. And my homeboy, they was about to let off on this nigga. Like, who this nigga coming up in our neighborhood talking about where Dave at over some chick? I said, nigga, you rode up in our neighborhood about a female, about some he say, she say shit? And nigga couldn't say nothing. Like, damn, this nigga Dave is crazy. Yes, I was a crazy mother effer back then. I didn't care who you were. I don't care if you had a gun. I don't care if you have a knife. I felt like back in Philly, if it was my time to die, it was my time to die. That's how I looked at it. Like, I went all out. Fuck it. When I ran the streets so dope, chilling with my boys, my gang, my crew, my posse, I didn't care. You run up in our neighborhood, you threaten me, nigga, if it's my time to die, it's my time to die. I didn't care. You're not going to scare me, period. I don't care what you got. Ask me about a female. Nigga, you a big-time drug dealer, nigga. I'm just a damn teenager. This nigga's a big-time, well-known drug dealer. I'm a teenage nigga, and we was running a crack house on the hill. And this nigga gonna ask me about a female. I said, nigga, and I'm a young boy. I said, nigga, you a big-time drug dealer? I said, you pulled up in our neighborhood with a Tech 9, had a Tech 9 on him, to ask me about what a female said? And I didn't even know this bitch liked me. I didn't even know the bitch liked me. I'm like, nigga, and this nigga come up with a gun? My niggas was strapped too. But I said, you know what? All right, I see how these females do. And I know men that got killed over females. You hear FBG Duck Mother talking about somebody should pull up on Hassan Campbell because of what he said on the internet. I can't believe she just did that. Your son just got killed, ma'am. And you're talking about, I wish somebody would pull up on Hassan Campbell? She should. I'm not trying to be funny. Why are you on the internet, ma'am? I don't understand that. Why are you on the internet talking about getting guys to pull up on Hassan, and your son just died, ma'am? And then you wonder why people are making videos, ma'am, saying you're part of the problem of why there's violence and why 5 of your sons are dead. And she gets mad because people say that. But ma'am, look how you act. Every response is something violent. Ma'am, you can ignore what they're saying about your son on the internet. Let me tell you something, ma'am. I got all kind of weirdos saying shit about me on the internet. A whole bunch of weirdos. Every time I turn around, it's a brand new weirdo on the internet saying some shit about me. Am I going to waste my time listening to that shit? I see my name and titles all over the place, and I just shake my head. I don't even listen to the shit. They say all kind of shit about me and don't even know me. Just say shit. But do I come on my YouTube talking about what they said about me? Why is that such a concern with these women? She's worried about her son just died. You should be grieving somewhere. You should be studying the case. You should be worrying about these guys that killed your son. You should be talking about hoping that they get life in prison, hoping that they don't get out. You should be working with the district attorney. You should be working with people in the system to make sure the guys that killed your son don't come out. Why are you on the internet talking about, I wish I knew somebody in New York that could pull up on Hassan Campbell? What? Why are you on the internet still promoting violence, ma'am? I'm confused. Anyway, y'all don't hear me though. You're still promoting violence, ma'am. Who cares what they say about you? You got to get to the point where you don't give a damn what people can say. When you know who you are as a person, when you know who God created you to be, you don't care what people got to say about you. I don't give a shit about what people got to say. Fuck you. If you sit on the internet talking about me, you need to get a life. Caring about what you got to say, nigga. God has blessed me. I live a blessed life. I live a blessed, prosperous life. I don't give a shit. Why do they care so much? That should be your last thing on your mind, worrying about what a YouTuber say. I don't give a damn about what these punk ass YouTubers got to say.
New York, because if I did, I would personally buy 2 pair of fucking boxing gloves from Walmart or the sporting goods store, Dick's or something, and have them to personally put up on this Kermit the Frog 5'3" gay big booty lip, just faggot ass nigga. That's what I'm gonna call him. He's a nigga. He's a nigga that don't got no respect, not even for his fucking mama.
Now, why do black women do that? When you call out their behavior, they bring up your mama. I'm gonna tell you why black women do this. I'm gonna tell you when you call out black women's behavior and they say your mama, guess why they say that? Because in the black community, it's unspoken. You're not supposed to call out your mama. Your mama's a black woman. You don't call out mama. So if you don't call out mama, you can't call out any other black women. That's another problem in the black community. You can't call out their behavior. If my mama do some shit, I'm gonna call my mama out. Like, what's the difference? My mama do some crazy shit. I'm like, damn, what the hell wrong with you? Thank God I didn't have that kind of mother. My mother was submissive to my father. My mother knew her role in the house. Thank God I didn't have that type of mother. My mother knew her role. My mother respected my father. That's what I grew up seeing. Women respected men in my family. Whether they were wrong or right, they respect. This generation of women, they don't have no respect for black men at all. They don't respect. And the reason why she's upset is because a lot of stuff, ma'am, what people are saying, ma'am, it got some truth to it. Because you wouldn't be so upset, ma'am. It's some truth to what people are saying, and it's bothering her. Do you know people are bothered by the truth? Just like when women come on my channel and they flip out and they cuss me out because the truth bothers them. You know, like a lot of women come on my channel cussing me out in the comment section because the truth, they got their feelings hurt by what I said in the video. So I don't know why people come in my comment section like I'm going to reply. I don't reply to comments in the comment section. I don't reply. I don't answer comments. I may like a comment here and there. I don't answer. I don't reply. I don't have time for that. It's too many comments. I don't have time. Get mad, that's your problem. But she's mad because it's some truth to what people are saying. It's part of your fault that your sons are dead. It's partly her fault. I'm not saying it's 100% her fault. It's partly her fault. She played a big role in it.
Grandmama or no motherfucking body. This is horrible that God even put men like this before us. He challenged us. Yes, he do. God even
and look how masculine she's very masculine. She's very masculine.
challenges us. He's a joke. God was joking when he invented this motherfucker. Hassan Campbell, your mama should have swallowed your ass. She shouldn't even let that get to her ends or ovaries. She should have made that a straight up throat baby. That's what you should have been, a throat baby, G. Because after hearing this, you are fucking ridiculous, G, as a man. You should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. And if anybody listen to you or anything you got to say, they just as fucking.
Now, I mean, Hassan did say some out of line shit, but why do you care about what he's? I just don't understand. Why do you care so much, man? Yes, he said some out of line shit. He did. He did Hassan cross the line? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But this is the internet, man. People cross the line and say crazy stuff about me all the time. But guess what? They'll never say it to my face. Niggas cross the line and say crazy stuff about me every day on YouTube. I don't respect it because they wouldn't say it to my face. That's coward shit. Why do you care what people got to say on YouTube? I don't understand that. I just, it got to be some truth to it because she's pissed.
Sick as your ass is. You on the wrong side, dude. You need to be on the side with them motherfuckers with them pointy ass hats, with the white sheets and the pointy hats. That's where your motherfucking ass.
She said he need to be somewhere with the Ku Klux Klan. Ma'am, these gang members need to be with the Ku Klux Klan. I'm gonna say it again. This woman said Hassan Campbell, even though he's out of line for what he said. Now, I'm going to be honest. He's out of line. What he said was out of line. Talking about he'll kill his... that's out of line. I'm not going to lie. It is out of line. But, ma'am, the Ku Klux Klan, these gang members are the Ku Klux Klan. These gang members are eliminating other black men. How is he the Ku Klux Klan when he's on YouTube just running his mouth? He just talking. He ain't killed nobody. He ain't done it. How is he the Ku Klux Klan? This new age gang... These new age gangbangers, they're the Ku Klux Klan. Black men kill each other more than anybody, ma'am. You're missing a whole issue here. Ma'am, you should be advocating to stop the gang violence for where you at. Ma'am, you have a platform. Talk about stopping the gang violence, ma'am. That's the KKK. Black men killing each other. These new age gangbangers are now the new Ku Klux Klan. I can't even say it right. Is the new Ku Klux Klan. The new Ku Klux Klan. These gang members are the KKK now. These gang members kill more people than the KKK don't even kill nobody hardly no more. All the KKK do is march now. That's it. With their racist theologies. All the KKK nowadays are more scared of black people. The KKK now, ma'am, are scared of black folk. Rather than back in the day. The new KKK are these gangs. Yes, Zillionaire said it. You can post it. You can repeat it. I'll say it out loud. I'll say it anywhere. The new KKK are these gangs. Nobody's killing black men more than black men, ma'am. Black men are the biggest killers of each other. The biggest. Ain't nobody killing us more than black men. Not the cops, not nobody else. So talking about he's the KKK. No, these gangs are the KKK, man. Sure, they're the KKK.
Need to be a... Cut that down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now listen to this, y'all. Cut it down.
Now I don't understand. This stuff is so petty, ma'am. You worried about petty stuff. Ma'am, you have a platform, and I'm going to say that I hope you watch this entire video, ma'am. Ma'am, you have a platform. Ma'am, you need to advocate to stop gang violence. That should be her mission in life. 5 of her sons are dead. 5 of her sons are dead. Your mission in life, ma'am, you should be an advocate to stop the black on black crime, to stop the gang violence. That should be your purpose in life, ma'am. You should have a purpose now. We all here for a purpose. One of my biggest purposes is the truth. I speak truth. That's one of my many purposes I have. People on YouTube don't speak the truth like me. I don't care what y'all say. Ain't nobody on YouTube telling it like me. Nobody. I'm not saying ain't nobody telling the truth. I said ain't nobody telling the truth like me. My truth is on a whole nother level. I don't care. Listen. Ma'am, you should be an advocate. You're online with doing petty stuff. How are you this old being petty? This is petty, ma'am. Use your voice. Use your platform, ma'am. Ma'am, you could do a lot of this. Since you got all these people listening to you, you got all these hood mamas and sissy thugs, they're now listening to you. She got the hood mamas and the sissy thugs. They all listening to you. You can take that influence and make a difference in the black community, ma'am. You can make a real difference instead of talking about I'm sending somebody to pull up on Hassan Campbell. What? Now you're making what everybody's saying about you, ma'am, valid. I'm gonna say that again. Instead of talking about sending somebody to pull up on Hassan Campbell, instead of talking about that, which is petty, you should be an advocate for the black community and stopping gang violence and the murder and deaths of black men. How come that's not important? That should be the most important thing. 5 of your sons are dead. Ma'am, 5 of your sons are dead. How come you're not an advocate to stop the gang violence? That shows you, man, when they say you're part of the problem, ma'am, that's what they're talking about, ma'am. When YouTubers are saying, ma'am, you're part of the problem, that's what they're talking about. You're on here petty. The stuff is petty. You're arguing with YouTubers and you're talking about being violent.
This is what Hassan Campbell had to say about me. This man who don't even know if I'm a man or a woman. He don't even know if I can even have this for real. But listen to this shit.
Someone asking a question about Mama Duck, and they're asking, do you think there should be more mothers as Mama Duck fighting for justice for their sons? He turned around and said that Mama Duck is part of the problem, and if he was in jail and that was his kids, the first thing he would have done is come out and end Mama Duck because she let 5 of his children die. He spoke about how she was dating FBG Duck's ops and stuff and sleeping with the ops and all this stuff. It is crazy. This is what he...
Okay, let me stop you right there. All right. Yes, 5 of my kids out of my 10 passed away. I had my first child at the age of 15 in 1990. Brick. I was 15 years old in 1990 when I had Brick. I was 16 years old in 1991 when I had Shell. I was 17 years old.
I don't understand why she kept having babies. Do y'all hear this? She started having babies at 15 and just kept going and kept going and kept going in the hood. That's whew. Yeah, listen.
Yes, 5 of my kids out of my 10 passed away. I had my first child at the age of 15 in 1990.
So she's been pregnant ever since she's been 14 years old. She's been pregnant. She had the kid at 15. So she had to be 14, 15, you know. Whew, man.
Brick. I was 15 years old in 1990 when I had Brick. I was 16 years old in 1991 when I had Shell. I was 17 years old in 1992 when I had Javon, which was my first child that passed away. I was in the park with Brick and Shell, stayed on 39th and Cottage Grove. I was in the park with Brick and Shell for Sheldon's birth, for Brick's birthday, which was like August 19th. Brick's birthday. I stayed in the Ivy Wells in the 90s, so you can just imagine how it was if y'all was around. I hear gunshots. And my mother instinct made me dive on Jermaine and Sheldon. That's how I wound up going into an early labor with Javon.
So ever since now she's that young and they're shooting, you're having babies in an environment that's violent. There's gunshots, there's gangs, and you continue to have children.
I had him August 20th. Now this is God. This is something I'm gonna share with y'all. I had him August the 20th. He passed away 12 hours later. He wore 2 pounds and 4 ounces. Dude, I ruptured something happened to where I had to go in labor early. That was in 92. Sad to say, my past what made me. 1993, Duck was born. 1994, William was born. Now, remind you, I have, I gotta remember. Jermaine, Sheldon,
Man, so many kids, she losing count.
Duck, Will. Now, by this time, I got 3 baby daddies. Brick and Will.
Woo. Man, this woman had 3 baby daddies in her teen years. She was only a teenager with 3 baby daddies. And she has 10 kids now, 10 children. That's why we got to start passing down generational wealth and not generational curses. In the black community, I'm not talking about just her. I'm talking about the black community as a whole. Listen to what I'm saying. We got to start passing down generational wealth, generational education, wisdom, knowledge. We got to start passing, because the black community, we at the bottom of everything. Our black women are at the bottom, our black men as a whole are at the bottom of everything. Come on, man. This is sad. 3 baby daddies and you're like 17, man. You're like 16, 17. You got 3 baby daddies already before you even become into womanhood. You're just pushing out babies back to back. Back to back to back. But in the black community, this is okay. It's okay because the white man, your white daddy, what do? They tell your white daddy will take care of you. You get on government assistance. You can have as many children as you want. That's what black women are taught in the black community. I'm speaking as a whole. I'm not speaking to her. I'm talking as a whole. Black women in the black community are told, have as many children as you want. Your white daddy will take care of you. Your white daddy, and then push black, and then say you don't need black men. That's why you see today they say we don't need black men. And I'm gonna talk about that later on this week, which is a lie, because you do need black men. You need men, period. Women wouldn't survive without men. They kill me with that false narrative. Men built the world. That house you live in, men built it. Your car break down, a man gotta fix it. Your electrical wiring goes out in your house, a man has to fix it. Your plumbing go bad, your man has to fix it. When something go wrong, who you calling? The police, and a man comes to protect you. If your house get on fire, who comes? The fireman comes to put the fire out. To have children, what do you need? A man. Y'all need men. Stop it. Stop it. Men built this world. Somebody said, no, that's not somebody said that's a Kevin Samuels quote. No, it's not. Look it up. No, look it up. What are you talking about, Kevin Sam? Kevin Sam didn't make that quote up. Men built the world. Look that up. Men built society, sir. James, ain't a Kevin Sam. He didn't make that shit up. Y'all kill me saying what Kevin Sam didn't make up half the shit he says. Half the shit he says, someone has already said it. He just has a platform where millions of people are listening. Men built this world we live in, bruh. Go look it up in your history books. Men built everything. That's not his quote. He didn't make that shit up. He got y'all fooled to thinking he made up a lot of shit. He didn't make a lot of shit. He says he didn't make it up. And let me tell y'all something. It's common sense to see that men built the world. There's books about men who built the world. There's books about men builders. There's books out. There's documentaries out about men who built the world. That's common sense. We know men built the world. We don't need nobody to tell us who built the world. No, nobody owns that quote. We don't need nobody to tell us who built the world. That's common sense. Men built it. So when women say they don't need men, that's a lie. And he didn't make that shit up. Why do people give him all this credit? I like Kevin Sam. He makes some good points there. I like his show. I like Kevin's overall message. But damn, a lot of shit he say he didn't make up. A lot of people, he got a lot of people fooled. I agree with a lot of stuff Kevin said, but a lot of stuff he did not make up. Y'all give him way too much credit because he got all them followers. There are books out about men who built the world. It's a man's world. Who came out with the song "It's a Man's World"? James. James, who came out with the song "It's a Man's World"? It's a man's world. Who came out with that song? Before there was a Kevin, before there was anybody, before it was a YouTube, who came out with "It's a Man's World"? Who came out with the song "It's a Man's World"? Thank you, James Brown. Everybody know men built the world. Everybody know men built the world. We all know that. God damn, boy, I don't understand all this credit they be trying to give this man. Like, stop it. He has a good message, but he didn't make up this shit. He didn't make this stuff up. Men built society. And women try to act like they don't need men. It's a man's world. It's a man's world. It is. That's the way God ordained it. Men are the leaders, the builders, the protectors, the providers of society. Huh? Before God made Eve, what was Adam doing? He was building. I'm gonna say this again. Before God brought Eve to Adam, Adam was building civilization. Adam was building the land. Hello, somebody. Before Eve even came into the picture, Adam had a job to bless and name all the animals, name the trees, everything that was made on the earth. Adam had to govern over that before Eve even came. So even at the beginning of this time, this age, a man was building before the woman came. Do y'all pay attention to that story? God didn't bring Eve to Adam till after he finished building. Hello, somebody. After Adam did his job and Adam got lonely, Adam built all this stuff and he got lonely. God said, you know what? I'm going to bring Eve as a helpmate to him. Men built everything. That's common sense. We built everything. So these women kill me, they don't need a man. You need a man to help you raise those children. Y'all women need to shut up with that. Y'all need to shut up with that. Y'all need men to help you raise these kids. Period.
Got the same did. I was with Will.
I gotta get James for a minute. Kevin Samuels, he said that. James, what are you talking about? Kevin Samuels said that. Stop it, my nigga. Can't believe y'all. That's not his quote.
But I went, it's a long story. Anyway, Will finally got out of jail. Brick and Will finally got out of jail. We wound up being together. That was in 1994. 1996, after having 5 sons, I had my first daughter, which is Lachey. Chill for a minute after Lachey, y'all. 1996, I ain't had no more babies till 2001. Hear me out, y'all. 2001.
So she took a 4-year break and had 5 more. Woo.
Sierra was born. That's my second born daughter. Now, Emmanuel, I ain't think no.
Nah, I know you ain't praising. Hey, James, I know you ain't praising Kevin, but a lot of people do. I'm not talking about you, James. I know you don't praise the man, but a lot of people give him credit for stuff that's already been in existence, stuff that's already been said, books that's already been out. There's books out that talks about this stuff. I know you ain't praising them. I know that. I had to get you for that though.
girls was in me because I had 5 boys straight. And on the 6th try, I had a daughter, which was Lachey. Then I had Sierra. She was born in 2001. Chilled again, y'all. Didn't have another baby till 2007. Had my son June.
Wow, she had a son in 2007. So she still got younger kids now. If she had a son in 2007, that means she's 13. So she still has teenagers in the house.
Antonio. Had him June the 25th, 2007. On August 21st, 2007, I lost Antonio. He was 2 months. Accidental overland. Okay.
Oh, shit. So she accidentally fell on her child and smothered him. Ooh. Whoa. So she accidentally killed one of them. I had heard about the story, but I didn't know it was true till she just said it. I heard people said that she killed one of her kids. I didn't know she actually killed one of her kids by accident. She laid over top of him and smothered her own child. So that is true.
Okay. 2004.
I just said she got 10 kids, man. I've been saying all night she has 10 children. 5 of them died. 5 of her kids died. One of them she killed by accident. As a baby, she laid on top of the child.
14. Now 2010. After I had Antonio, I didn't have no more kids to 2010. Which were the twins. Now, if y'all was listening, in 1992, I lost the child.
So she lost a child, and she accidentally killed the child, and other 3 died in gang violence. Look, ma'am, I pray for your sis. That's all I can say. I'm going to speak the truth about whoever. I pray for this woman. I pray that she use her platform as an advocate to stop gang violence, ma'am. I really hope you do. That's all I can say. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say, man. I hope you can make better decisions in life. I hope you change your mentality to being a voice. Because a lot of people are listening to you now, ma'am. And it's funny that in our society, people rather listen to negative stuff. But if people use their platforms in a positive way, I think we could see more of a difference. Instead of always looking for the white man to change this and the white man to do that, it's a lot of stuff we can do with our own platforms. Hello, somebody. We need to stop looking for the white man. We got platforms. We have outsources. We got resources. We can start to try to make some kind of difference to stop all this violence and murder among our people. We got to start talking about this, y'all. Like, come on. Stop all the petty arguing and fighting. It's stupid. It's stupid, man. I'm out of here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. As a matter of fact, you said about Kevin James. I'm going to do a Kevin Samuels video next. And let me tell y'all something. I could go back to videos 2 years ago that I said, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. James, I could go back to videos almost 2 years ago where I've said shit, and I could pull up a Kevin Samuels video where he said the same thing. But I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to say this again, James. I could pull up a video from 2 years, and I could pull up a Kevin video, and you'd be like, damn, Zill, you did say that. And that was before Kevin even blew up. I said a lot of stuff that he said. A lot of men have said stuff he said. So, like, he doesn't own nothing. So I was like, damn, Kevin, he must have called us some of my old video. Because I've been talking about black women, the black community, and the stuff black women are doing. I've been saying that. So, I mean, come on. I've been talking about this. All right, I'm coming back in 10 minutes to do a Kevin video. Keisha, you late. Get out of here. Keisha, you late. Take a hike. I'm coming back in 10 minutes because I want to show you this loudmouth, ignorant chick that called into the Kevin show. This loudmouth, ignorant chick calls into Kevin, and these women prove his point. They prove a lot of black men's points that come on YouTube and call out the behavior, because he ain't the only one that calls out the behavior of black women. There's a lot of black men on YouTube that's calling out the behavior of black women. They may not have gotten heard like Kevin. There's a lot of black men. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot to talk about your boy Tommy Sotomayor. I remember years ago when this is what got me watching Tommy Sotomayor. I watch some of his videos sometimes. This is what got me watching Tommy. I was talking about the stuff listen, I came on YouTube and I was talking about the stuff black women that put me through, falsely accused me, throw me in prison, drag me in the child support system, knowing I'm a good father. I was talking about that, and somebody came on my live chat and said, oh, you sound like Tommy Sotomayor. I didn't even know who Tommy was. This was like a year ago, a year and some change. About a year and some change. Oh, you sound like Tommy Sotomayor. I'm like, what are you talking about? Probably about a year and a half. Yeah, about a year and a half now. I said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm giving you my life experiences with black women. I'm giving you my life experiences. How do I sound like Tommy? So then I started watching him. I said, oh, that's why they said that. Because Tommy Sotomayor, he speaks the truth about black women. That's what it's about. So because I came on YouTube, I'm giving you my truth of black women. So they put me in that category. I said, fine, because y'all say what y'all want about Tommy. I may not agree with everything he say, but his overall message, I agree with. I agree with Tommy's overall message. He's absolutely right. Sam, I don't agree with everything Kevin say, but guess what? I agree with his overall message. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Now, you may not agree with every single thing a person say, but you understand their overall message. Their overall message makes sense. Now, you can nitpick, well, you said this, why you say it like that, all that other stuff. I listen to the overall picture. On my channel, you ain't got to like what I say, but my overall message is on point. Say what you want to say. Keisha said his mouth is reckless. But Keisha, his overall message is true. Keisha says she thinks Tommy's mouth is reckless. And a lot of stuff he does for comedy and shock value. A lot of y'all don't even understand. A lot of stuff Tommy does is for comedy and shock value. That's it. And sometimes he could be a little reckless. Yes, I agree with that. But Keisha, his overall message is on point. You cannot say, when you sit there, if you listen to the man, you cannot say that when he talks about the black community and the problems we have in the black community, you can't sit there and say it's not true. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'm coming back in 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes, all right? We're going to do the Kevin joint. And Keisha, get out of here. You're late. Take a hike. Appreciate it, James Holman. Appreciate it, Jones Holman, for hitting that. And some of y'all hit the Cash App tonight. I see my Cash App going on. She looks like Big Keisha wilding tonight. All right, y'all come on back in 5-10 minutes, all right? Appreciate that, James. Keisha, you late. Take a hike. How about you come to the next live, Keisha? How about you come to the next live, Keisha? All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes.